This was a very hard video to make. I decided to tell you my favorites of 2022, the things that I love the most, like concerts, music, but there's literally no way to start this video without sounding like a 50-year-old TV host. I mean, no offense, but it's not how I want to sound. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm separating the video in like 5 topics. I pick the 3 best out of those 5 best, and then I talk about those 3. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, that's fine. We're gonna trust the process, watch the video, and see where we go. Halsey at Reading Festival. Woo! I was not expecting to like her show that much. I just wanted to see her because I love the album If I Can Have Love, I Want Power with 9 Inch Nails. So I really wanted to see her show, to see those songs live. But the girl has stage presence. She knows how to perform. I did not expect to like Halsey this much. Billie Eilish, Coachella Weekend 1. It just wasn't a good lineup. At first I thought it was because there was so many things that I liked. Megan Thee Stallion and Billie Eilish were probably the best shows of the night. I missed Måneskin to see Doja Cat, and this is one of the biggest regrets of my whole entire life. Doja Cat has been tired of what she's doing for a while, and it shows. Hairstyles I don't want to talk about. I don't know how she does that. If there's one thing that I did this year was see Bring Me The Horizon. I really hope that someone out there is thinking of me like the girl who goes to Bring Me The Horizon concert. I saw them at Reading, which was for sure their best show ever. But the crowd and the sound system was awful. The worst that I've ever seen. Therefore, it wasn't their best show. So I'm voting for Bring Me The Horizon in Las Vegas. I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers this year for the first time. First one at the Phone. It was like a smaller show just to promote the new album, and I saw them in LA to promote the new album, but it was an actual show, a venue with different sections and stadium and everything. I love this feeling. I wasn't being very friendly with Frushan, not that he cares about it. He doesn't play the songs from the albums that he's not part of, which is really upsetting for someone like me who has Dark Necessities as their favorite song. But when I saw the chemistry of John and Flea on stage, it was just so, I don't even have English to describe that. Red Hot Chili Peppers, LA, and Paramore, and We're Young. Hayley Williams has one of the best stage presence that I've ever seen. They picked really good songs. They played All I Wanted. That is something that I did not know that they never played before. So I started to get a bunch of DMs of people saying like, oh, I would have sold my soul to see that. It was a show that I did everything that I like to do at the same time. I started backstage and I was watching them like front row and everything. And then I moved around to talk to a friend. Then I was by myself at some point, like spinning around, like, I don't know why either. Okay, leave me alone. I was cold and drunk. And then I found another friend and watch it from far, like sitting down, like fancy ladies. I'm not gonna pick the best 3. I'm not gonna pick the best 3. Anyways, albums, let's go. Just so you know, it's the best albums of my 2022. If the album was released before the dinosaurs existed, that's not our problem. It's not my fault that I liked the album in 2022. I saw Billie Eilish at Coachella. You see how everything is connected here. And I got so obsessed with her. Her show was so good. I was so in love. It was like part of my routine. Listen to Happier Than Ever. I mean, it's my favorite band. I remember the day this came out and I was so happy. I was by myself and I was like, finally. I made excuses for everything and everyone. I was like, no, I cannot go out tonight. I'm so busy. And I was listening to the album and I listened over and over and over. I got obsessed with Gorillaz this year for literally no reason, and I always have this theory that every time that I get obsessed with an artist for literally no reason, they drop something a few months later. Just so you know, Gorillaz is dropping a new album in February 2023, and I'm obsessed with CDs as well. So one day I went to Amoeba to take Phoebe, my puppy, to the record store for the first time because I have to introduce my daughter to the good stuff, and I decided to buy Demon Days just because. I was heartbroken at the beginning of the year until like April or so. You see, when Red Hot Chili Peppers dropped a new album, I wasn't heartbroken anymore. So I was like, you know what, bye. But until that point, I was listening to this album so much. I Love, by the way, is my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers album for sure. At least this for Shunt Place because it's part of it. But those, imagine seeing those live. I know. Didn't know what an Orba was until I had the opportunity to work with them, and I call it a pocket producing tool because it's basically what it is. So you have this little cute ball that you can carry everywhere, and you have a few instruments like drums, chords, and bass, and in their app you can connect your Orba and download some samples. The instruments sound like actual instruments, which basically means that you can create your own version of songs from studio recordings that already exist. Time to get a hook, because you're gonna remix everything. I know that for now they have this song Replay by Kimbra. I took forever to learn because I'm a bit slow. My friends, they understood right away. Every time they come over, they want to play with my Orba, they want to create stuff, they want to borrow it, which I'm not borrowing at all. I know, I've been using this a lot, but because one, I have a laundry machine and it's very stylish and comfortable and cute. I got it from Weekday. It's supposed to be like tattoos on your arms, but I mean a more aesthetic and psychedelic way. The colors are very bright, exactly the way I like. I've been wanting this vinyl for so long. My plan when I get a new record player is to watch the Wizards of Oz listening to The Dark Side of the Moon. I've heard this my entire life, that there's a connection between the movie and the album. Girl, I wear this almost every day. No, not every day, but every time that I go out, especially now that it's cold, I'm putting those boots on because they are the most beautiful, stylish, and comfortable pair of boots that I ever had in my life. I can wear them for like little hours. I go out with them for dancing. I went to concerts with them. I wear them all night long and sometimes all day long, and then I just wear them again at night. There's a requirement, like basic procedures that we have to do before moving forward into the next category. It's mandatory, so you have to do it now. But you're gonna open your Spotify and you're gonna type and save everything that I say. Here Ever After by Red Hot Chili Peppers, of course, my favorite song from the new album. I have to even drink water for this. I started listening to this song again this year for two reasons. Taylor Hawkins passed away. I was a huge fan of him. This song reminds me of him a lot because it was the moment on the shows that he had his solo, not the drum solo. So usually Dave Grohl would do the drums and he would be singing. But I was also going to London. Bowie and Queen are two very strong names from UK. When it was like 2 weeks for me to go to London, I would listen to Under Pressure every single day. I swear to everything. I got out of the plane, the first thing that I hear playing in a bar, Under Pressure, and the song played in there a lot. Getting Older by Billie Eilish. I cried so much listening to this song for so many mornings. Also by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Congratulations, Red Hot Chili. Charlie. I did not care about this song until I saw them live. Like I said, I was not a huge fan of Frusciante, but when you see Frusciante playing Charlie in your face, and then you change your mind. I was on a date like a little bit before going to London, and Amy Winehouse started playing in a bar. I was like, fuck, I am going to... Oh no! I know, I talk about it a lot, but it's because it was one of my biggest dreams in life. While I was listening to Valerie by Amy Winehouse was the moment that I realized that this dream was about to come true. And there's this neighborhood in London, Camden, that is a lot of music and a lot of cool bars. My favorite bar was in there. Ironically, not ironically, I mean, I went there because of it, but it was also Amy Winehouse's favorite bar. Almost every day, I think about like the day that I'm gonna be rich enough to go to London all the time just to sit my ass in that bar and drink and listen to music. And when it rains by Paramore, I want to listen to my sad songs. Leave me alone. Did you save it? Okay, good. Did you subscribe too? Did you like the video? Okay. But you know what? The last category of our award artist, my favorite artist, but it's just so obvious. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Bring Me the Horizon, Billie Eilish, Fontaines. This one is the only one that I have something to talk about at this point. They were in the lineup of Reading. Then they start playing and I start watching just because I didn't have anything to do. And by the middle of the first song, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna stay. All they use... Oh my god, thank you, love. All the useful links of the things that I said are gonna be here in the description, and that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Oh, it was my first year with YouTube, baby. I know. You're my best friend, baby.